Oh man, you haven't lived till you had a dirty water hot dog.
That sounds like a hot Carl. Give me a dirty water hot dog.
The Soviet Lenin, not John Lennon.
Big fucking difference.
Yeah, huge difference there, pal.
Shit me 3 monkeys. God damn.
No, he was with the Beatles, not the Monkees, Jeremy.
Welcome back to the Stale Bread Podcast. Another week, another drink.
That's what alcoholics say.
Yeah.
Well, how's your last 2 weeks been, guys? You feel any less fat?
No.
Still
Eating
feel
better.
like a fat, worthless piece of shit.
I've definitely changed my patterns of eating, though.
I started eating less, and it also helps that there were 2 occasions each week where I shit my fucking brains out for 3 days. So I'm down about 10 pounds.
Nice. I eat a lot of protein yogurts and shit like that.
Where you at, Keller?
Where am I at as far as my weight?
As far as loss. Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't weigh myself today. Yesterday, I was still about 255. I'm like straddling 254, 255 back and forth for the past few days.
That's still 10 pounds, man.
Almost 10 pounds?
Yeah. I was
That's good.
264.7, so.
Hell yeah.
Well, I was up in New York City eating my way through Manhattan, so
Did you get her number?
Yes, I did. Although I did walk 18 miles.
God damn, you must have ate so much fucking pizza to even out. 18-mile walk.
Yeah, 18 miles of walking, and I came back dead even. So
that is a fucking accomplishment in itself. That's impressive.
Yeah, that was the whole point. I was like, I know I'm gonna eat, so I might as well walk it off. So we did good. We did really good. So had a whole bunch of pizza, bagels, a bunch of Italian food. Just amazing. Went to John's of Bleecker Street. Best pizza I've ever had in my life.
Well, we got a rather unfortunate event unfolding. And Mike, I know you had some personal relations with it. So you want to walk us into this death trap?
Yeah, we are a couple days out from the 23rd anniversary of September 11th terrorist attacks on Washington and New York City.
I got an alibi. I wasn't there.
Boom!
Yeah.
Been holding that in for a while.
I was a senior in high school when it happened. Keller, that would put you what?
I had just got into the nursing home.
That puts you, like your 6th year of high school?
Yeah. It was like still the 9th grade, somewhere around there for the 8th time.
Your mouth's all fucked up, I can tell.
It is kind of fucked up, ain't it? I don't math good.
Jeremy, you're younger than us. What do you remember about it?
Man, I was in fucking 5th grade. And I remember I went to my little math class across the hall. The teachers split up. One would teach reading, one would teach history, the other would teach math. And went to math class, sitting there. This my older black lady teacher runs in. Y'all babies got to settle down. Mr. Brown's gonna turn the TV on. We need y'all to pay attention. And they turned the fucking TV on, and like I said earlier, boom! And we didn't know really what was going on. We were watching it on the TV, so it felt a little surreal. And being 10 years old, I wasn't exactly built to process that shit yet. But I do remember.
Did you know what the World Trade Center was? The Twin Towers?
Fuck no, it's a giant ass skyscraper.
No, but you'd seen them. Had you seen them before, like in pictures and things?
No. I mean, maybe in passing, but they look like skyscrapers. I didn't really know of their significance or recognize. No. But I do remember we got the rest of the day off because the teachers started digging into conspiracy theories and preaching to a bunch of 10-year-olds. So that was nice. But I remember everyone was just being frantic, and people were picking up their kids from school early. They were talking about how there were threats against Disney World even in elementary schools. And I was mature enough to know that does sound like a bunch of bullshit. They hit some towers in New York. They're not coming after a bunch of elementary school kids in the middle of the ghetto. We're safe. We're fine.
I vaguely remember there being a threat against Disney World. I do remember that. Or hearing about it anyway.
Shit, Mike. What did that look like for you?
Well, my day was completely different. Started off like any other day. I was on the varsity basketball team, and basketball doesn't start in Florida till about November, late October, early November. So as a senior, you were expected to be at open gym at like 7:00 in the morning. The whole team was there, but our coach wasn't. You were just run games of basketball up and down the court, back and forth. So it was any other Tuesday to me. So I go in, and I was running a set with most of my teammates, and on the other side was a couple kids that were probably going to make varsity, that were significantly younger, and they were really good players. But I had a problem with one of the kids not passing the ball. Just, we're trying to develop the team, we're trying to get things clicking, and it was him getting the ball and driving to the hoop every single time. And and it was, 50-50 on whether he made the basket or not. And that pissed me off. So I guarded him pretty tight on the next time down the court and put my body into him and said, pass the ball. And he wasn't listening. So I fouled him hard, real hard.
Your own teammate?
And yeah. Yeah.
You savage.
Yeah.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
So,
I mean, hey,
I realized what I was doing, and I said, sorry, let's just keep playing. So go up and down the court one more.
In the NBA. Who was it? James Harden?
So next time down the court,
Shaq.
Next time down the court, he's got the ball. He comes right at me, hard, and then all hell breaks loose. He runs into me. I didn't stop, and it becomes a fist fight. And everybody's trying to break us up, and I got a couple good slugs in, and he fell to the floor. And
so, in relation with 9/11, does he end up being the guy that flies the plane?
Hang on. I think we may need to just let Mike tell his story on this one.
All right, go ahead.
we might say something and it'd be biting our fucking tongues. So let's give him a minute.
All right.
He falls to the floor, and there was a separation at a point, and I come right up to him, wind my leg up, and crack him right inside of the head, and he's out cold. And I'm I realize, what the hell did I just do? I think I might have killed this kid. And
oh shit!
Yeah, so he comes out of it, thank God. And we had teachers in there that were running with us. We had one of the history teachers, one of the math teachers that would run up and down the court with us, and that quickly got back to the dean's office. So I'm sitting in first period, and I get called out. I'm like, yep, here we go. And my coach, my basketball coach, is the head of deans. He pulls me into his office and he's like, "What the hell did you do?" And I just started breaking down. I was like, I don't know. I don't know what I did. I was acting out of frustration, but by this time I'm in tears. And he's like, I gotta kick you out of school. So he made me call my dad, and my dad's like, what the hell is wrong with you? So my dad not only came up to the school, but followed me home. As I'm getting kicked out, I had to drive my own car home. He made sure I wasn't going to go anywhere. But as I'm sitting in the office, I had heard that a plane had hit the World Trade Center. And I'm like, I don't give a shit at this point, well, whoop-de-doo. A little Cessna hit the World Trade Center. Who gives a crap? I heard about this before, And then a couple minutes later, the athletic director comes in, and he's from that area, the New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania area. He goes, "Oh my God, another plane just hit the World Trade Center." And that was like, of all days, here we go. The only day I've ever been suspended, ever, from school for doing anything stupid was on 9/11. So I went home, and my parents lit me a new one. This is not who you are. This is not how you behave. This is how bad this looks. Things like that. And I basically sat in my room all day with my 19-inch television watching the news. Put myself into my own kind of coma and watched those two towers fall live on television.
Introducing We Are Schwaff LLC, your go-to for cutting-edge creativity. From crafting killer storyboards and producing epic sounds, designing standout clothing, hydro dipping, and wood burning, we do it all.
Follow them on social media on Instagram and Facebook at We Are Schwaff to see the revolution unfold. That's WeAreSchwuaff. We Are Schwaff.
We Are Schwaff LLC, where innovation meets the future, and the future is Schwaff.
I think that was just as dramatic, I think you probably should have some news coverage on you too.
I'm grateful that the kid's sister played basketball with my sisters who were in high school at the same time. They were on the girls team. And I'm grateful that they didn't press charges on me. He wound up having a concussion. But
that would have ruined your life for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh, it could have very easily. Then you
couldn't have been here making a shitty podcast with us.
Yeah.
The moral of the story is pass the fucking ball.
Exactly. Exactly.
According to Kate,
if he would just pass the fucking ball, them planes wouldn't have hit those buildings. It's all his fault.
if you look at chaos theory, maybe he's the one who caused 9/11.
Yeah, maybe.
All he had to do was pass the fucking ball.
You want to shout out his name on here so everybody knows
Definitely not. Definitely
that
not.
he did it?
He and I talked later on and sat down and I made my amends. But it's something that it just haunts me to this day that that's how I acted. I literally tried to kill somebody over basketball, over a stupid basketball team.
We've all been in that fucking situation, but a lot of us have had better luck. Thankfully, you had some on your side too.
Yeah, I hate to say it, I got away with it, but I did.
But yeah, I mean, speaking of luck, those who didn't have it were probably on that fucking plane.
Yeah, and those top floors. It's hard being, you guys know I'm from the New Jersey, New York City area, and I have pictures of me as a little kid on Liberty Island, where the Statue of Liberty is, looking back towards the city, of me as a kid with the Twin Towers in the background. And it hurt. It didn't really settle in for me till probably later that day what was going on all across the United States. But it hurts so much to look back at those pictures and say, these were the tallest towers in the world at the time. That feeling that we were this almighty powerful country just gone like that. We were vulnerable. And so I was too on that day. I kind of wrap it up all as a full evil day.
I think the question on everyone's mind after hearing that is, was it jet fuel that melted the steel beams? Or...
I've done a little bit of research over the years. Yes, it was jet fuel that melted those beams.
I heard it was a rim job, not an inside job.
The steel girders were on the rim. That was the problem. That was the fault in the design. Popular Mechanics, after 9/11, did a study, and they looked at the design of the towers and how each floor was built, and the way the elevators went up, they went up in the middle of the building as opposed to on the perimeter. So it was built like this so that there were no pillars in the office space. It was wide open. So the girders ran from the edge of the building to the center pylons where the elevators were. And they were on L brackets on the side of the on the outside and inside of the inner walls. So what happened was the jet fuel didn't have to burn straight through that metal. All it had to do was fatigue it.
Warp it.
Right. And anybody who's a blacksmith will show you that.
Or a whitesmith.
Keller.
Keller.
Definitely a whitesmith.
No, that's my cousin. Will Smith.
White Will Smith. We need to have that segment.
We do need to have a session with White Will Smith. We really do.
See if he can get jiggy with it, or if he's just going to stick around and get schwaffed.
He's currently packing and moving and in school and everything else.
All at the same time?
Yes, all at the same time.
Fucking 8 o'clock at night right now.
I know. I told him he's a dumbass, Will Smith, doing all that at the same time.
Well, there's definitely two of those.
Somebody should smack him.
Don't slap the shit out of me.
I'll pay to see that. Going back to the design though, So what happened was that metal got fatigued on the middle sections where the plane exploded and all that jet fuel caught fire. There was so much combustion because of all the office materials, all the paper, everything that was on. It hit the plane took out about 12 floors. So you add in the jet fuel with all the the furniture, the papers. We're talking about 2001 where the internet it's a thing, but it's not exactly.
You still got to send a fax.
Yeah, you're still sending faxes. You're still you got books for reference, things like that. And what happened was it got so hot it got hot enough. I shouldn't say it got so hot. It got hot enough to the point where that metal fatigued just enough in the middle that the concrete on top of it bent it, and it was just a stack of dominoes. It came down on top of one another. And you add up all the weight from those top floors above where the planes hit, those bottom floors didn't stand a chance. The design was a perimeter bracket style is what they called it.
Do you think like down below, like the hot dog cart guy got out?
God, I hope so. Love me a dirty water hot dog.
Yeah.
That just doesn't sound good. Sounds like I'd be shitting for another 3 days.
Oh man, you haven't lived till you had a dirty water hot dog.
That sounds like a hot Carl. Give me a dirty water hot dog.
Keller, what's your opinion on the whole 9/11 situation?
My opinion, you shouldn't fly planes into buildings. That's my personal opinion.
That's definitely
Correct.
True. That's definitely true.
I'm kind of removed from stuff like that. I don't know. My wife says that I'm not empathetic at all, and
Serial killer.
maybe just a little bit, like 60%. I don't know.
Have you been profiled?
No, but I remember the day it happened. I was still living at my mom's house and with my aunt, and I remember waking up to hearing my aunt, which was pretty loud, and she's like, oh my God. And then her screaming again after the second one hit. I come out and I see it on the news, but I wasn't an avid news watcher, and I didn't really know if stuff like that happened all the time. I saw TV when I was younger, like wars happening and stuff like that. I just thought it was kind of maybe a normal thing that occurred in the world, but I didn't really put any weight on the situation as of then, and I had no idea how big it would be after it happened. So, like I said, I was pretty much removed emotionally, physically, all of that from it.
Nothing in your life really changed after that. No, nothing at work.
No.
Nothing like that.
Not that I can recall. I had shitty jobs though, and so maybe if I had a better job, something would have changed. They're like, I think I was working at UPS at the time, so it was just like same old thing. You better unload those packages. They got to get to where they're going.
Jeremy, did they? I was a senior in high school. You were fifth grade. Did anything happen afterwards? Did they have
pickup lines and drop off lines and all that other stuff became much more strict. We started to see school resource officer more frequently, but that was also because the drug problem was getting worse in the neighborhood. So,
well, you should have stopped giving them crack.
I can't necessarily say anything changed because I hadn't experienced enough of the world yet. So, I mean, going to an airport or going to a fucking grocery store or college campus, I had no life experience. But
same for me, but I was much older. I still had no life experience. I don't think I had ever traveled anywhere or done anything.
There's actually a study in psychology where it's easier for us to empathize with what we can put into a smaller capacity. So if one person dies, that's one person. You can calculate that in your mind. You get sad a lot quicker. Maybe not you, Keller. But if it's 1,000 people or 100,000 people, the more that those digits increase, the harder it is for us to be like, oh my God, can you name that many people? It's one of those things. So it's harder to feel empathy. That's why when we're like, oh, there's starving kids in Africa. Oh, it fucking sucks for them. But little Timmy got hit by a car out front of your house yesterday. We can put that into a capacity that we can understand.
Yeah, I think I have to have a personal relationship with them for me to feel anything about it. That's kind of how I am.
I'm kind of the same, but for me, it's not like, oh my God, man, I hurt. This hurts. It's more like man, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, that's terrible. That is a terrible thing that happened, and
I
wish it didn't, but
I feel bad for the person, but I am not sad because of it, if that makes sense.
But I'm still going to go and eat my dinner and go to sleep okay.
Exactly. But do you guys think that this was something created by the government to fuel support for a war overseas with ulterior motives?
No.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Why?
Because we gotta get our resources, baby. Gotta get them oils. Them
and
oils,
if you were president, if you were president, 9/11 would happen. Is that what you're saying?
No, I would have just. No, I was.
That's horrible.
I would have found out another way. I would have found out another way. No, we already know what I would do if I was president.
Vote for Monsignor 2024.
Crackhead president-elect.
AI already decided I am the president-elect.
Listen, these motherfuckers ain't deciding nothing yet, motherfucker.
They did. They decided. Everybody's on heroin.
They can decide on election day, though. We'll post a poll. Who's gonna vote? Who's gonna be voted in?
And that episode will be brought to you by Boeing.
Fuck.
Not a whole lot being brought to you by Boeing right now.
Nope. Blow them whistles.
Well, can you get into the theory about the Black Rock and how it was connected to 9/11?
I don't know the specifics behind the Black Rock connections, but I do know there were quite a few questionable things that happened just before the attacks. Like the owner of the World Trade Center towers took out a new insurance policy specifically for terrorism. And I can't.
So even with that, you don't feel like it was a little bit of an inside job?
You don't think Bin Laden was like, hey man, I like you. You split some money with me. You give me safekeeping. I fuck goats.
We armed
you give
him.
Me 3 goats and 40 AK-47s, and you have a deal.
Yep.
Where'd the accent go at the end, man? Come on.
I don't know. I couldn't commit.
You would have given me 3 goats. And
now.
Give me them goat pussies.
He was just trying to be one of us, an American. That's all.
We like Legos and Jenga.
BlackRock is one of the biggest, investment companies in the world, and I mean it was only natural for them to be at the World Trade Center during the time. I don't know the specifics behind it, but
you want to know something interesting though, Mike. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man actually had the Twin Towers.
Yep.
in the film, they had a web strung between the two, and a helicopter was caught in the middle of them.
Yep.
And they had to delay the film and edit that out because, oh man. So imagine how much better Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man would have been had Bin Laden not did what he did.
This is your president. This is your president.
We prioritize the important things.
Yeah. Ruined cinema. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, fucking piece of shit. Couldn't even go watch Broadway.
Damn.
Broadway did see an increase in production, though. Several actors that started in Broadway came back to Broadway to liven up the spirits of New York. So that was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, it wasn't. Well, I guess your cousin wasn't in it then, huh?
No, he wasn't.
There's quite a few of. I'm looking at the edited films that were affected by that. Spider-Man, just like you said, Zoolander had a yeah. Men in Black 2, Mr. Deeds, Armageddon apparently had a scene.
Wait, which movie?
Yeah, Armageddon, which doesn't make any sense.
Wait, what?
Armageddon.
What?
Armageddon?
Armageddon.
I don't want to close my eyes.
I don't want to fall asleep because I'd miss you, Mikey.
I don't want to miss a thing.
No. All right, now that fucking shit's over with.
Armageddon. What rhymes with Armageddon? Satin?
Sure.
Armageddon?
Playing that Madden. Shout out to Byron's bitch ass.
Liv Tyler. Oh my gosh.
Ghost White and her little pointy nose. Her perfect ass little bangs.
They're banging.
She made a great elf. She really did.
Zoe Deschanel?
Fucking
No. Liv Tyler.
Oh, Liv Tyler.
God damn, man.
I don't know why I was. I don't even know why I started thinking about the movie Elf and then Zoe Deschanel. Shit, my brain just went haywire just then. But yeah, Liv Tyler.
I saw the connection now. I knew where you were going.
I'm going there too.
I'm glad you did because I didn't. I was way somewhere else.
Well, one of the others.
How is that connected to the Twin Towers?
Fucking
Armageddon. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now because that was in 1998.
Hang on, which movie were we talking about?
Fuck you,
Armageddon.
Say ambulance.
That's what they call it in the streets. They got them gats on them. Them Armageddons.
The scene in which the World Trade Center gets hit by meteors and catches on fire was edited out in many television broadcasts of the film.
Oh, okay. So after the fact later on.
Right. Well, Home Alone 2 was edited as well.
Trump had something to do with it.
Features a scene atop the World Trade Center, which was edited out on several television channels. However, as of Christmas 2018, the scene was restored.
People were just going to be really sad to see the buildings in the background.
They were.
And ruin the movie.
They did because they thought they'd get triggered.
What about the first time when they were bombed with the van?
Yeah, 93.
How many times look at Speed. That movie came out.
Yeah.
Speed 2.
Cruise Control.
Yeah.
Speed 3.
We gotta stop
Story
this
of Jeremy
bus.
Pope's life.
Speed.
Man, we gotta stop this bus, bro.
Whoa. Stop, bus.
That had Sandra Buttass in it too, didn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, you don't talk about my lady like that.
Oh, here we go.
She still looks like she's 22.
From what I understand, she's turned into a bit of a bitch. And I'm done with people being bitches. This is taking too long. Shut the fuck up. Why is it so small?
I'm cool with you, Sandra. Call me.
Me too. Not a problem, Sandy. Come on over.
I'm good.
I'm gonna be in Speed 4.
Who's going to star in that one beside you?
Not Paul Walker.
Sandra Bullock. God damn.
My God.
See, now there's a tragedy we can laugh at, right, Mike?
Oh my God.
Speaking of people burning alive.
Oh man, terrible.
That's horrible.
Yeah, think about his family.
Where's your empathy now?
It's all about family.
I'm starting to realize what this is all about.
What, life?
No, my friendships.
It's about Armageddon.
Armageddon. What, do I not pronounce it right or something? What the hell?
No,
Why are you making fun of me?
Not one fucking bit.
I don't get it. Now I don't. Now I
Wait.
don't get it.
You don't get it?
No, I don't.
You can make that sound, but you can't say. You can.
You can't even get it out. What the hell's wrong with you?
I want the suspense is what's doing it. I don't want to tell you. Armageddon.
Man.
Armageddon?
Armageddon.
Get it?
Armageddon.
There you go.
Yes.
Armageddon.
You've been saying
Yes.
Armageddon. You've been
Yeah,
hard
the
A.
whole time.
Hard A. Armageddon.
Fuck you both.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
you drinking tonight, girl? It's
Go back to
Yeah.
your holes.
my hobbit hole
Oh,
with Liv.
we'll live. Then me and Sandy bust in. Fuck that shit up.
There's a bomb in this hobbit house.
We gotta go 55 miles per hour.
But first, I have to turn into a model and win a competition because that's going to be so fucking relevant. She can go get fucked by Rosie O'Donnell.
Damn,
Oh,
no,
man.
come on.
Oh.
No, that's cold.
No, I wouldn't wish that on anyone.
No, neither would I. Plus, she's got dick holes in her pants.
Oh my goodness, gentlemen. I'm still stuck on Armageddon.
That's how I've said it my whole life. Armageddon.
Well, you were absolutely wrong your whole life.
Can't win them all.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm looking up the correct pronunciation.
Well, I say shit wrong too, so.
No, you said shit correctly.
Thank you. I blame it on my dad.
No, you're right. Armageddon. Get in. You're right.
That is something most women cannot do, is admit when they're wrong.
Hey, it it comes from the Hebrew.
What, that trait?
No, Armageddon.
I was gonna say the goddamn Jews. Is that why women won't apologize?
It's the hill of Megiddo.
I got distracted by my cat, and then all of a sudden you're talking about the goddamn Jews? What?
Well,
Are we adding a member to the dead cat jacuzzi?
No, he's still alive for now.
did you guys ever see that cat? He's like a white-faced cat, but he's got a black mustache. They call him Kittler.
Kittler.
Yeah.
Yes. There's a whole webpage devoted to Kittlers.
Oh man, that sounds a little. Can't think of the word.
But you can't be mad at him because it's not his fault.
No,
But
it's
you know
not
how
his
many
fault.
lives he has, right? 9!
Oh man.
We will get the fish out of the bowl.
That's how you commit to an accent.
Oh, yeah. I can't do it. Terrible accents.
Oh, you guys ready to go float down a peaceful river?
Is it going to be peaceful?
No, definitely
Fuck,
not going to be
fuck
peaceful.
no.
Shit.
We're going to be floating down a culvert, essentially.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little nervous.
You're nervous, really?
A little bit.
Oh, it's gonna be a blast.
I don't want to fall out and then hit like their rocks,
Man-made
that they
rocks.
placed in there. Yeah,
If you
maybe
fall
made
out,
out of foam. That'd be cool.
point your feet downstream.
Yes,
No.
definitely. No, you definitely do that so you don't hit your head.
Yeah, that way you can kind of catch the impact of the rock.
But what if I hit my head, then I come back a better man? Like all of a sudden, I know calculus.
Well, then maybe 9/11 wouldn't have happened.
That's how you stop it right there.
That's it.
I'm looking forward to the free solo climb over the free deep solo, whatever they call it.
I'm looking to try that. I
Yeah.
probably won't get very far.
I'm gonna try to get up to the top as hard as I can.
Hey, I got a moral question for you. You guys understand the rules of time travel, like the pretty generic fucking movie style rules.
Sure.
Would you go back in time and stop 9/11?
I was just thinking of that the other day, actually. What would it solve besides saving the lives of 3,000 people?
How many
And
more would it
war in a
cost?
whole other country that we just demolished.
What would our rules be like now? I would just go back and kill my dad before he met my mom.
Oh, that's so sad.
It wouldn't be my problem.
Hey,
No,
it's not your fault. It's not your
A little
fault.
bit.
it's
bit.
not.
It's not your fault.
I don't know. I was a pain in the ass. I might have contributed to the stress.
It's not your fault.
What if you had to choose, Mike? Would you choose to take away what 9/11 happened or your incident as far as what happened? If you could choose one of the two
Oh, wow.
for that day.
Shit getting deep, man. Something I could never do.
Just because you're shallow.
That's what I was getting at.
Is the out? Do I know the outcome? If I. So are the outcomes the same if I stop one of them?
No, that's not the way time travel
You
works.
don't know.
You messed with time, so it could.
Your mind state stays correct, and you get a scholarship for basketball to college. And you get a full
Oh,
ride.
that was never going to happen.
No. This would have happened. They would have been like, "Oh, we see your sportsmanship and the way you picked that guy up off the ground, and you settled a dispute and you handled it."
No, I stopped. I stopped the terror attacks. I'll take the heat.
Damn. So you just remain a bad person, but stop planes hitting buildings.
I met one of the firefighters who was on the last engine into the city in 2014. And the amount of pain and suffering that the multitudes of those guys that were left behind, afterwards continue to go through. The cancers, the mental, emotional, psychological.
Physical.
I stopped 9/11.
But then they crash a plane into Disney World.
Butterfly effect.
Yeah. And then AI takes off. We start. Disney can afford it, so they start mass producing AI, and then next thing you know, we're in the Matrix. So.
Yeah, it's like robotic Mickeys that are for war.
Get back to the factory, bitch!
Yuck, yuck.
What the hell are you doing? It's not your lunch break. Oh.
Do you stop it? Do you stop 9/11?
No, I go back and get a fucking almanac.
Oh yeah, that too.
Oh no, I go forward and go. I don't know how time works sometimes.
Yeah, you take the almanac with you from now.
Yeah, and then I give it to younger me who
Yes.
loses it probably.
Yes. Gentlemen's yells.
Brilliant plan there.
Can I color on it?
And BlackRock would probably find you and take you out.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why our podcasting audio has been kind of shitty. Maybe it's BlackRock.
It's BlackRock.
We said BlackRock too many times. Maybe they're BlackRocking us. Maybe that could be a saying. You just got BlackRocked.
Why BlackRock when you can crack rock, baby?
Vote Monsignor 2024.
Thanks for the shout out.
Keller, you go back and stop it?
Versus what?
Not stopping it.
I think everything happens for a reason. I don't know what that reason is, but I bet you something good happened that day too. So what if I go back and change that, then that good thing no longer happens?
The owner cashed in on his fucking insurance check.
That's right. He got paid. And what about the unity that we had in America after
It's
that?
true.
So I might have went back in time and made friends with that guy.
Oh, the guy with the insurance check.
Just stick to the almanac.
Good Lord.
I don't like people. I'll just stick with the almanac.
Yeah, I don't trust people.
I don't know. It would it'd definitely be different. I can honestly say, since that day, my mindset about everything in the world completely changed.
So, all right, answer me this. If you could go back in history and change one thing that was horrible that happened, what would you choose versus just making it about 9/11?
Just one thing. Ooh, that's a tough question. Jeremy, you got an idea?
What would I go back and change? Well, I believe really strongly what you said, Keller. Everything happens for a reason, and I'm nervous to fuck with that. So if I were to go back, it would be for personal gain only. Something that I can try and...
I'm in that boat too, yeah.
That way I can try and contain it, because if I can...
Yeah. So at least you're better off.
No, hang on. I'm not a complete piece of shit. I'd go back in time and try and find a way to contain some kind of nest egg or something until I get back to my present day self. And then I'll use that to better the world.
Okay.
Because, I mean, it's the old saying of, you can't help others if you can't help yourself. Let me get straight first, and then I got you guys.
You could argue going back and stopping the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, stopping World War I.
Yeah.
You could argue that.
Then we wouldn't have a good band name.
It's true. Very true.
Oh my God. That was the only plus about that. Good band name.
Well, think about it like this. You stop that. That stops Germany losing the war. Now, it doesn't guarantee the war wasn't going to begin with anyway, but that was the catalyst that started World War One. But the outcome of World War One, Germany gets sanctioned out of their minds and leads to the rise of the Nazis.
Hitler.
Yeah.
Well, then you can argue also, though, anytime we've seen vast technological production, it's been in wartime. Everyone goes into production mode. We gain new technologies, better technologies that we take back home to better our lives.
Yeah.
So, do you really want to... How far would that set us back?
I think I'd go back and get a clear Pepsi. I don't think I ever tried one.
You weren't missing much. That was like free Coke or Coke free, whatever it was. It was so bad.
I don't remember that either.
Oh, you don't remember Coke? Oh, it was bad.
I remember Coke. I would. I think I would go back if we were to do that. That's interesting. I like that shit. I'd go to an old timey Western saloon and have some of their stew.
Some of their stew?
Stew?
Yeah, their stew. Yeah.
I don't think you're going to be very pleased with that.
Yeah, I don't think so
Look.
either.
The experience. I might
This
get
coyote
shot.
was only 5 days dead when we made this.
No freezers.
It makes my mouth foam a little bit, but it's pretty tasty.
Do you think about that in the ancient times? Not the ancient times, like medieval times and shit like that, where they've got taverns and they bake bread for all the people stopping by at the inn, and they make porridge and soups and all this shit. And they don't put it in the refrigerator. That shit's sitting there all fucking day long, sometimes for 2 days. Who knows what it is? Just feeding motherfuckers. And they didn't have the preservatives we do now, so it's not like the ants won't touch it. You got bugs crawling into the shit, and they did
It's
it.
amazing that their life expectancy wasn't that long. It's crazy. You would think they would live forever.
I'm at the ripe old age of 35.
Pretty
I'm
much.
retired.
Could have been all the fucking sword fights and killings and bubonic plague and all that shit.
Imagine if that was your life, though. Your whole life would be just learning to be the best swordsman or whatever you could possibly be. Like,
Tell you
you
what.
would want to be the Highlander of that generation.
I wouldn't be over 220 pounds, that's for fucking
There
sure.
could be only one Highlander.
There could be only one.
I wonder if they're going to make that into a new movie with all the remakes they're making.
I think they've already remade it.
Oh, have they?
Yes.
But this one will star
It would have
like
to be a remake
fucking
of a remake. Who? Star who?
Ryan Gosling, Highlander. And you know Emma Stone's going to be in it. So
Emma Stone can be in whatever she wants. She's
Or
alive.
would you rather be an Emma Stone?
Damn right.
I think Emma Stone is in him.
Keller, what do you go back and change?
I don't go back and change anything.
He
My
just wanted that
stance is
Pepsi.
He just
was
wanted the Pepsi.
I'm just curious about the taste of the clear Pepsi.
What else would you go back and experience then? If say you've got the DeLorean, you can go wherever, whenever, anytime.
No,
Whenever,
no.
wherever.
You got a smartwatch. You're not fucking. No.
No, I want to.
Do I get to bring things with me? Like,
Yeah, absolutely. As long as you can fit it in the DeLorean.
well, shit. Now I don't. I just figured I would go like back to the days when Christopher Columbus landed here, but I would have like AK-47s and bullets and all that. And then I'd show them that I was a wizard, and that then America would no longer be America; it'd be Keller Land. And me and the Indians would live there happily ever after. And
have a nice native wife.
yeah, I use a bullet here and there to bring down a buffalo, and
Nobody touched my magic wand.
that's right.
They discovered
only-
that they can do the magic too.
No, they better not.
No,
Get rid of them.
It's weird because I was going to say something similar. I wanted to go back with a bunch of guns, a bunch of ammo, only if I can reset it. But I just want to go back with that, with lighters. I mean, with a tablet. I'll have to find a way to charge it. I'll build something. Some kind
Show
of
them a YouTube video.
solar powered charger.
This
No,
is
no.
Jake Paul. He is the leader of the United States.
I'd want to see how far I could get. See what I could take over.
I would go back to the Renaissance and steal the Mona Lisa right out of Da Vinci's hands after he was done with it. I'd be like, fuck you. Now I'm gone.
Kick him in the chest.
Exactly.
This shit ugly as fuck. What you
Airplane
thinking?
motherfucker.
I'd go in with a squirt bottle of paint and just be in the cathedral. Just. Oh, sorry about that.
Sorry, Mike.
It'll clean it up. Oh shit. Oh, I'm so clumsy. Break statues and shit. Right,
Hey, they
Jeremy
actually
was
did
here.
that. They went through and took chisels to the statue's, wangs. Speaking of wang wisdom,
Holy shit.
they So all the statues that you see that have like the leaf over the private areas, yeah, that's the reason why. Because some pope or somebody said nope. They chiseled that shit off and put a leaf on it.
They probably put it in their office. They wanted all those little dicks to themselves.
Exactly.
Well, I was going to say they probably sucked them off.
No, it didn't look like natural erosion.
Well,
Do you know in ancient times, I think I'm pretty sure it was Greek, in Greece. The smaller your penis, the more superior you were.
well, I'm going back in time to Greece.
King. Then let's go.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I guess it was related to a little bit of femininity, and also the longer your dick, the more your desire to fuck. You're less intelligent. So I could be completely wrong on all of this shit, but that's what I remember.
I'm going to go back. I'm telling you. I'll be like, look, guys, my dick can go back inside my body.
Recede into my uterus.
But them balls are fucking huge. Every time I piss all over my balls.
I piss excellence.
I piss blood.
Oh, God. You should see a doctor about that.
Yeah, you really should.
Oh, I did. He asked me to stop pissing on his floor.
God.
What the bloody hell?
Get out of my house.
Did I send you that TikTok?
Which one?
Where the guy's like halfway between the closet mirror and he's like moving his leg and arm where it looks like he's like walking like in the mirror, and he's like, look, and the lady comes in and she screams.
Yeah.
And she's like, ah,
Who
and
the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Get out of my house.
Yeah.
You should lock your windows.
Yeah, you should probably lock your windows.
Well, gentlemen, it's always a pleasure. You know, thanks for listening to my therapy session today.
Hey, not
You're
a problem, man. Drink a fucking another one.
Yep.
Yeah,
No, I'm
stop
kidding.
being a bitch. Stop being a bitch, Mike.
Nothing like a little screwball. Finish off the night.
Yep. Thanks for letting everybody know I have no emotions and that my wife is right.
Oh, man. Well, if you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe. It's once again the Stale Bread Podcast. Take us out, Jeremy.
What are you guys still doing here? Bye.
Holy man.
Stale Bread Podcast is Daniel Keller, Jeremy Pope, and Michael Koliznik, recorded live at SMG Studios, a division of SMG Communications. Executive producers Michael Koliznik and Tony Skipperson Clark.